Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to October's Coffee Talk, and welcome to a little bit different version of Coffee Talk as we discuss why I'm having some problems with my enthusiasm levels for Disney right now, some Disney family news we need to talk about, and yeah, I'm just really glad that you're here. Okay, so before we get started, as I always do with Coffee Talk, let's talk about my mug of the day. It is the Joffrey's Special Edition Tervis mug. It says Disney's Riviera Resort on this side, and on the other side, it says Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company, the official specialty coffee of Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland Resort, and Disney Vacation Club. So that's really fun. I don't know if they're still offering this promotion, but if they are, I will be sure to put it in the description box below. I want to say the Tervis was $12 as a gift with purchase, and I really love it. This is a calming chamomile tea. This is the third time I have tried to film this video, so it's been very helpful that the tea is staying hot in my Tervis, and it's going to make a little more sense why this has been difficult for me to film as I go on with what I want to say. But part of me is just really struggling with Disney right now, and that has to do in large part to the recent layoffs of 28,000 cast members. And these are cast members all over the United States, and I believe even the world. These are Disney Vacation Club cast members, Disneyland, Disney World. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. And I'm struggling for a couple of different reasons. I'm struggling, number one, because obviously my heart is broken. I am seeing, as many of you are, the social media messages from cast members that have been making magic for so many of us for so many years. One girl on Twitter shared her dad had been with the company 37 years. Friends that I never would have imagined have been laid off are no longer working for the Walt Disney Company, and it's just devastating. And as I think most of us who are Disney fans are aware, when you work for Disney, it's not just a job. You're usually extremely passionate about the brand. A lot of those positions were part-time, but a lot of those part-time people were either working 2 or 3 other jobs so that they could stay working for Disney, or they were part-time with hopes of becoming full-time employees. And there's just a lot of broken hearts. And coming from an industry that has had, I've been in retail for years, I've seen layoffs. My husband's in aviation. Aviation just had 40,000 layoffs. It just breaks my heart on a level that's hard for me to describe. And when I see things like the CEOs of Disney returning their paychecks to pre-COVID levels right before they announce these layoffs, that's a bitter pill for me to swallow. And, I'm not 5 years old, so I do understand that even if they had kept their salaries down, it was not going to enable them to keep 28,000 jobs, but it really would have helped with morale, I think, and it would have helped with my morale as a person who is a Disney Vacation Club member and spends quite a bit of money every year at Disney, and I just don't wanna right now, y'all. I'm just struggling, and I can already hear a few of you in the comments be like, well, you were the one who told people that you didn't feel comfortable going. Give me a break. I mean, if you want to comment that, just click off the video now, unsubscribe, and bye, because that's nonsense, and I think you know that it's nonsense. We are all navigating the great unpleasantness within our own comfort levels, and yes, I may be the only Disney vlogger that has yet to return to Disney, but that is what I am comfortable with, and that is what my family is comfortable with, and I'm not judging anyone that makes a different decision, although, yeah, we won't get into that now, because I want this to be as positive as it can be, because I know a lot of cast members watch my channel, and my hope is that this can be a video that not only encourages you, but that you will pass along to others so that they understand that I see you, and we have been there. My husband lost a job that he had dreamed about since he was a very little boy, and there's a grief there, and there is it's not just a job. And I think hearing the news and hearing from my friends and watching this all play out, I'm just heartbroken, and I'm not sure that it had to be this way. And I do think that sometimes corporations use this as an opportunity to right-size the organization and lay off people that they could have found a way to keep on the payroll. And keep in mind, in the case of the full-time employees, they're also losing their health insurance. And we are not exactly set up in this country for them to have a good backup plan or a good plan B. We don't have a stimulus package yet because other things are being deemed as more important than helping the most vulnerable Americans. But we're talking about people with families, people with rent to pay and mortgages to pay. So I want to let all of you know watching, I am going to put down in the description box some resources for you if you want to help. These are well-vetted resources. I'm not naming what they are specifically because I want to be able to update that and change that, because these cast members are going to need your help, not just right now, but 30 days from now and 60 days from now. Especially some of them had, a severance package that will see them through for a little while. But it isn't like there are just jobs everywhere for people that are in the hospitality industry at the moment. So my heart is heavy for them, but I also think about all the amazing memories and all the great magic that so many of you have made for my family and for thousands and thousands of other families. And as a Disney Vacation Club member in particular, there are cast members that I have gotten to know so well over the years. And maybe I don't know even, your whole story, but I see you and I know your face and you recognize my face. And I know that you're always giving your job your all day in and day out. And to be sitting there now wondering what's next is a hard place to be. I did a video about being furloughed. I have had a couple of cast members say it was very helpful. I'll put a link to that right here and also in the description box. If there's anything I can do for any of you, please reach out and let me know, because you have given so much to our family over the years. We just want to say thank you and let you know that we love you. So, how do I segue out of that? I haven't the foggiest idea. This is not going to be, your normal lighthearted, but also I think it's important that as people who make videos and talk about Disney things, that we really stop and acknowledge how we're able to even do that in the first place and why we even have things to talk about. And it is because of the cast members. So that's all I have to say about that. I do have a few things on Disney Plus that I've been watching, and then I'm going to take only one question this week. I probably should do a whole Q&A. So if you guys want me to do a whole Q&A, please put questions down in the comment section below. I've had a lot of Run Disney questions lately. I'm just getting ready to do a video on that over on my lifestyle channel. So make sure you're subscribed over there if you want to see all of that. But we have been watching some Disney Plus to kind of escape from everything. And we've been watching some Halloween themed Disney Plus. We tried 2 nights ago to watch Mr. Boogedy. Now, if you have never heard of Mr. Boogedy, I had never heard of Mr. Boogedy, but on last year's Disney Vacation Club member cruise, the historians that were there talked about Mr. Boogedy, and I didn't really understand it then. And now, after watching the first 20 minutes of the movie, I'm proud to say I don't understand it now. We couldn't get through it. So if you are a Mr. Boogedy fan and you were able to watch the whole thing, would you please comment below? Because I am really interested to know if there is some magical piece of this bit of Disney made for TV Halloween magic that I am missing, because I just felt like it was a really bad movie. It felt like it was really poorly written and poorly acted and bad special effects and horrible jokes, and I mean, just bad. But you know what? Let that be an encouragement to those of us that are creative, that everybody's got a Mr. Boogedy in their playlist, and those are the things that make you better as a filmmaker and as a creative, and I don't know. I don't really know. I'll have to go and check and see who actually was the mastermind behind Mr. Boogedy, because my mind wants to think that it was somebody who went on to do some grand, sweeping, epic thing that we all love. But I don't know, y'all. It's pretty bad. So yeah, check out Mr. Boogedy. See what you think. We will be watching Hocus Pocus, of course. of course, because that is by far my favorite Halloween film. We have not watched it yet because we usually save it for like Halloween itself. The Sanderson Sisters show at the Magic Kingdom is my absolute all-time favorite part of Mickey's Not So Scary. And my hope is that Mickey's Not So Scary will come back next year and my Sanderson Sisters will be back, because y'all may not know this. You may know, you may not. The vocals for that performance are predominantly live. There are a few of the costume characters that are not, but the vocalists that you hear playing the Sanderson Sisters are singing those vocals live. And just do yourself a favor and go right now and go look up the Sanderson Sisters show. There's a couple. In fact, I'll find a good version of it on YouTube because I've been meaning to find the perfect one myself, and I will put it down in the description box for you because it's just the vocals. I can't. Y'all, they're just amazing. So yeah, which makes me think about the cast members again, which makes me sad again. So anyway, go watch it. So yeah, what else do I have to say about that? Nothing. I have nothing else to say about that. I do hope to film a Disney themed Halloween special here on this channel. I will be putting, I'll be changing my backdrop. We'll be talking a little bit more in depth about some Disney food that happens at Halloween and my favorite Disney pins from Halloween and favorite Disney Halloween memories and all of those kinds of things. So that will be going up a little later on in the month. So this is a good time to say, and the video's not over, don't click off yet, but this is a good time to say, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, I would love to have you here. We do talk about Disney a lot. We talk about all kinds of things related to Disney Vacation Club. And while we are all waiting for our return to the magic, it's kind of fun to hang out together. So I hope that you'll be here. Okay, let's get to our question. Now, I'm only going to take one question today, and it is kind of in the spirit of what we've been talking about. And hold, please. My phone is all the way over here. All right. So the one question that I am going to take, hold on, is from NM Rextra. Okay, so this was taken over on Instagram. By the way, a little plug. If you're not following me over there, I'd love to see you there. What would be your dream Disney job? And I wanted to answer this question for obvious reasons, because we're talking about the dream makers, right? The people that make the magic at Disney. And my answer might surprise you guys. Some of you are like, oh, she's going to say that she would, want to be a performer, or she would want to be in the parades, or she would want to play a face character. No, friends. I would love to be part of guest relations. Here's the thing. That's my wheelhouse. Both when I was a pastor and I was in charge of newcomers and our whole Sunday experience and all of that. It was a massive church. We usually had about 5,000 people in attendance on a Sunday. To then when I went into retail and when I was a closet designer, customer service, customer experience. If you're someone that loves doing that, it's kind of a high. It really, really is. When someone can walk in and they have a problem and you have the power to fix it, and even if you don't have the power to fix it, you might have the power to help them see it a little bit differently. Or maybe if you can't even do that, maybe you can throw some free stuff at them, but you can do something to turn the situation around. And I always took that as such a fun, personal challenge. It's just an adrenaline rush for me. And anytime we've ever required the services of guest relations, whenever we've waited in line, I've always watched them because I just love to watch them work. And it's usually like the best of the best cast members that really understand how to deal with people, and that people oftentimes will take out their frustrations on the poor person behind the counter. And although, you never have to put up with abuse, not even if you're working at Disney, there is a way to kind of help people sometimes even see the way they're coming across, and you can turn their day around. And I'm not able to do it every single time, but when you're able to do it most of the time, you're always going back for more. You're always going back for that one more situation that seems unsolvable. And boy, once you're in management and then you really get the unsolvable problems and you're able to turn a day around, not all the time, but when you're able to turn a day around, that is a powerful, happy, positive position. And it's one of the reasons why I saw so many cast members let go in that particular department. And this is just anecdotal. I don't have any statistics for you, just friends and friends of friends. And it really did break my heart, because my hope is that Disney is not cutting the things that are what make it magical. And that is what will turn a bad day around. And really, if you think about it, that is what turns a bad day from defining your vacation to sometimes making your vacation, or to at least just being a blip on the screen. And it's not what you remember the vacation for, because there was some amazing guest relations cast member that turned your day around. So yeah, that would be my answer to that. I would just love that. But I would not want that job until every single one of those 28,000 folks that have been let go was back to work, the ones that wanted to. And I am just speaking that over all of you. And yes, I am praying for you. I know what you're feeling right now. We have walked this road, and it can feel very dark and very lonely. And we just want you to know that we're thinking about you and you are not alone. So before I go, don't forget, check out the resources in the description box below if you want to help a cast member. Thank you for faithfully watching my channel. Please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. That really does help me out. Make sure you subscribe, and no matter what, please, please, please be good to each other. It's now more important maybe than it's ever been before. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.